All right, hello everyone. So it's 6:28 a.m. I've already posted the swing hours for the day. Just a note. Here I've also put 5:30. Okay. Actually, let's do this. 35. Whoops. There. All right. So this 5:35:45 is what you can wait for. All right. So I'll just save that as well. Okay, because the reason I just pointed that out is because you'll see three lines here. That's 5:45 there. That's your 5:30 there. So this is a bit more of a focus zone, but this 5 to 5:45 should bring us to somewhere. Now with gold, remember I said Tuesday can be a big day. All right, so as you can see, it's been going up all day. And that's like, as you can see, market going up. Market still has potential to come down into this zone, and this is definitely a buy zone, by the way, and so is this zone. So if the market does pop down, we need to buy. So if it goes down today, the first level of support is 60, which is there, and that's 2,640. Okay, 2,640. So this is your first, whoopsie daisy, it's your first buy zone here, which is logical. A slight gap there, manipulation there, and so on. So that's one zone. On the weekly, we still have that 73, which is 2,618 and 21 on the radar. Not a problem. Okay, this is no longer relevant, but this was like nearly done. All right, so at the end of the day, market nearly did the weekly, just shy off, and went up. So the trend is still up, as you can see, and we should head into this Fibonacci zone here, as you can see, and that's the mirror of this channel here. You can also mirror this channel into there, so it should just be just around here somewhere. Okay, so the market still has room to go up, as you can see. Also on the monthly, we're still pushing up and up, and like I said, if the market does decide to do a bit of a pullback to close this zone, then this 2,531 is going to be on the cards for us. Now 2,531 is quite low if you think about it, all the way down there. Okay, but nevertheless, we should keep an open mind. All right, if the daily breaks, if this 60 level breaks 2,640, then 2,582 is going to be on the radar, which is down here. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, so we'll see how this pans out. So this 2,640 breaking, this breaking could lead to that, but this is still a strong zone. In any case, we want to go up, as you can see. So if the market does pull back, we're still looking to buy. So you can still do that at the trading hours. Now with the euro dollar, I said we'd pop into here, and remember with the euro dollar, Tuesday was a swing day, so it's a nice big day, making it right in there. So if you were ready for the buy already, then you should have been okay. As you can see, this is the zone, that's your PST level, that's your timing, and this is where the market is, like, as you can see, is drifting up. So on the weekly, let's see. Now this is a big breakdown on the weekly. So standing in front of it is obviously not a great idea. So what you would have done, okay, with the market collapsing down into our zone, you should have been a seller, which is fine. If the market comes up once again, HCL1, which is 1.11, could be again your sell zone. All right, 11. Okay, so yesterday it was a first target, then you got the second target. Now this is going to be a sell zone. All right, yesterday also, look, the market just nicely just sold in London and in New York, carried on and got to that PST level. So it's all good. Okay, so from here the market can push up a little bit. We also need to keep in mind the low of that, which is 1113. So this 11 to, oops, not you, 1113 is going to be on the cards for us, and there is a bit of a manipulation bar there. So heading up here to sell is not a bad idea. Daily pivot is also sellable. Impulse wave, market going sideways in this zone is okay. If it matches your trading hours, definitely go for it, because since we have a breakdown, we've got targets below into 37.34, and that's going to be a target of 10.30, 10, 1.0990. So if we start to break down 10.30 and 0990, we can put those in there. 10.30, and we've got this 10.30, and then we've got 1.0990 is there. Okay, so you've got potential to kind of like push down, no big deal. If the market pops up, you just want to keep pushing it downwards, not a problem. Okay, now let's take a look at SP500. With the SP500, remember we had Monday for a swing day, okay, and then Tuesday nice and easy. Coming to 52, that is like it's making that target. So as you can see, we've done the PST levels. It's all good. And that's basically it. So what to do now? If you take a look at the weekly, we're right on there. Now, this is a bit of a tricky zone, okay? Because that 5,684.93. Okay, so 5,684.93 is there. So I'm going to get rid of this now, okay? And as you can see, the market just nicely touched, swept, moved up. Weekly pivot, nice sell-off right on the swing hour. Look at that. It's really beautiful. Bang in there. So if we go back up, selling is not a bad idea, simply because we've got this weekly thing really pressuring us here. Also, as you can see here, whoops, we've got a cross here. So it's saying that this might be a fake breakout on the downside. This one is going with our rules. So the market's got buy potential. If it breaks below that, it's got sell potential. Okay, but because the market is going up, as you can see, buying is not such a bad idea. However, because we've got the eclipse, as you know, we might have hit a high, and selling also may not be a bad idea. So because we're up, and the swing day on the SP500 was a Monday, and Tuesday took a big blow down, a push up to sell further, in my opinion, is logical. That can bring us down to there. Then all I've got to do is just mark in this zone, and this will be your first support zone. All right, so we can kind of like push it into there as well. It's just the only drama is, like I said, we're right on a weekly support level bounce off. So we have to evaluate things carefully and do proper risk management. And I also don't like standing in front of a PST. So the only time we can take proper, like add on or whatever, like take a bigger position, is, if things are not against the strategy. So let's take a look at US 30. Now, today, remember, is Wednesday, and Wednesday is a swing day for the indices. Okay, so here we are. On the one hand, we've got a breakout, okay, and we're right on top of that channel there. So this could be a good push opportunity. If we come down to the high of that 41,538, 41,538. All right, 38. So today's Wednesday. If we go up on this Wednesday, okay, as you can see, the market's pushing up. It's like a runner, okay? We've got the impulse wave, and we're like pushing up and up and up, okay? It's a bit of a drama, isn't it? 67, 41,797, and that's just even further, 41,797 there. Okay, so we've got levels down here. So this is a level as well, okay? So the market can bounce off from these levels. So monthly goodbye kiss. 57, 41,314, that is way, way down. 41,314 is pretty much there. So what's our bias? That's the question. Okay, the bias is towards the upside. Not a bad place to go long. The market, if it from this zone, okay, or lower, like from here, if we sweep the lows, come down and start to push up as well, we can like chuck a UE from this zone. So if the market does come down into the previous day low, does a stop sweep or tap that, it's a swing hour, you can use it. If it's a swing hour and you go long from here, then into there is going to be your cover, okay, because here is now going to be a resistance to push down, okay. So we have to be a bit mindful. So on the one hand, we're at support level, which is fine and good, no problem. On the other hand, there is no on the other hand. That's basically it. So we have to just be careful. This zone we marked in before, so you have to understand that if the runner breaks, it's going to take everybody's stop out. And when it does, this is the first place it's going to land in. All right, as you can see from here as well. So if we head upwards, sellers might also come in to sell from these levels again. Okay, and Wednesday for all the indices plus the euro, dollar and gold is a swing day. So we have to be on our best behavior. Now this, as you can see, well, I took a big fall. We still got room into 53. So 19,390 is there. Okay, so this still has room. Now remember, yesterday this was also swing hour, I think somewhere around there, 3:30 or whatever. Okay, market takes a big push down and it just breaks all the way into there. So that's now an impulse wave. If we want to follow that through, we can. So if the market like comes up selling again, I think is okay, because on the weekly we've got room to come down. And we filled in the gap. I talked about this last week as well. You see, we're going to fill in the gap, tap in the box, and it's logical for the market to come down, and it's all good. And you know, still there's room for this thing to come down. Okay, so if it does, on a pull up, selling again is okay. 19,845 is going to be the low of that, 19,845, which is just there. And we can now get rid of these from yesterday. Remember, those are targets from yesterday. The market fell nicely into, so no big deal. All right. And if we push up again the impulse wave, we can like take it down from this zone into another sell zone again. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Whoops. Now with Bitcoin, nice. Now this the as you know, the middle of the channel always going to be a little choppy. Okay. I said it did the target here. So last week we were up, but the highs are obviously where the market sells off. On the daily as well, you can see the market just plummeted down. So what to do with this? If it comes back further down into 46, that's going to be a buy zone at 57,893. There you go. All right, so this is a level I've marked him before, obviously. So if it pulls up, pushing down, I think is still legitimate. Okay, still legitimate to kind of like push it down. Let's do this. So yeah, that 58,500 is doable. So this market might, Bitcoin might still have a bit more room to pull down. So if it goes up into here, 64k, 62,860, then we could think about that as well. Until then, though, don't sell from the lows. You've got to be a bit more careful on this one. Remember also, in between the levels, like here, right, in the middle of the channel, it's always going to be a bit more choppy. So you have to be careful with the good buy kiss here and a good buy kiss there, support there, and so on. So that 43, 46 are buy levels for the market. Okay.